Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff Steve Likes, and we just got past Christmas here and just thinking about gift giving and some of the great gifts that I've received over the years. And so I just wanted to do a quick video on knives that I didn't buy. And so I was just thinking about this the other day and just how much of my collection is actually has been gifted to me because I have incredibly generous friends and family and everything. So just wanted to go through these. Now, some of these I have videos on, some I don't. So you may or may not have seen these in my collection before, but just wanted to go through them here. And I'll start off with the fixed blades. I really just have two here. One was a gift from my father-in-law, and this is it here. And this is the, I believe it's B&B Forge, if I'm not mistaken. And I do have a video on this one, and it's basically a little skinning knife. And it has this little sheath here. But this is it. And this is hand forged out of a ball bearing. And you can see the forging marks on it and everything, and you can see that it has a paracord wrap on. It's actually really comfortable. I've actually carried this for an EDC a few times. I didn't really want to mess with it because it's such a pretty blade, but I decided to EDC it a few times. It actually works great because of the shape of the sheath. It's basically pocket it's pocket friendly because it curves just like your jeans pocket. So anyway, but that's the B&B Forge. So that's one of them there. That's from my father-in-law. And then this one is from my wife. This one is kind of an interesting piece. My wife grew up in a small town called Brazoria, Texas, and these are apparently made by a gentleman down there. And I'm not 100% sure how much of the knife he makes, because I have seen some of these at gas stations and stuff, but it does appear to be a nice pattern on it and everything. It's a Damascus pattern, but anyway, this one is a raindrop Damascus pattern, and it is a stag handle. I know this is, or not stag, but bone handle, and this feels like micarta to me, or something like that. So anyway, but this is it. It's I think it's Rhino's Damascus knives. It's Rhino with a RY. Anyway, but it's actually a really comfortable little knife, fits in the hand nicely, and then it has this kind of choke up choil here. But I've actually used it for fire making and everything and cutting up kindling. It actually does a good job. It takes a really fine edge. I think it actually is carbon steel. I just touched it up on my sharp maker, and it's definitely shaving sharp. So anyway, but she got me that, just kind of for the fact that it's from the same town that she grew up, well, a lot of her life. I guess I would say like junior high, high school. Anyway, so that's that one. And I don't carry either of those very much, just for the simple fact that I don't want to mess them up, as they're from direct family or immediate family. The next one here is, you heard it, snap close. That's the Victorinox Fieldmaster, and I have done a video on this one. And I had a beloved Tinker, Victorinox Tinker, and I lost it at work. That was actually a knife that my dad and I had purchased when we went to Yellowstone when I was a kid, and I lost it at work and was really kind of upset about it. And for Father's Day that year, she ordered me this Fieldmaster, and really love this piece. And for more than anything, I love it for the scissors. And let me see where they're at here. Yeah, these scissors. Anytime I carry this, I use these scissors all the time. They are super sharp, and especially when it just comes to cutting off the tag off of a new shirt or anything like that. Man, it just really zips through stuff. It's really nice. And it has all kind of your basic stuff as well on there, knife and can opener, all that. But it also has this little little saw here, and it's not a great saw, but it is sharp. So you can zip through some small kindling if you so desire to do that. But it's just a really special one because she got it for me, and the reason she got it for me is she knew that it was kind of a painful loss to lose that other one, and it's sad that I'm this connected to these items. But you know, when you have something special, especially if it's something that you and your dad picked out at Yellowstone on a vacation, that is something that that can definitely affect you. So it was really nice of her to get this for me, and I really appreciate that. The next one is this one here. This is the Tops Mil-Spy 3.5 folder. This is the Tanto point, and I've done a short video on this one too. And man, this thing is just, it's just bad to the bone, and it is an incredible knife, super high quality. If you've ever heard of Tops, you know what I'm talking about. The name kind of says it all. I mean, they really are incredible quality. They're best known for their fixed blades, but they do make some really nice folders. And they have this version in a Tanto point, then they also have it in kind of a recurve, drop point, and you can get it in either the black blade or the Coyote tan blade. I like the contrast of the two colors on it. But this knife is really simple. There's not a lot to it. It's a heavy-duty liner lock. But it's like, okay, so you've got this side and this side there. You've got the clip, the blade, and then the liner lock. That's it. There's no frills or anything on this, but just look at the quality of the machining on this. This is aircraft aluminum. And sorry, I was grilling last night. I just realized how dirty my fingernails were. I was grilling steaks last night, and obviously got some charred stuff under my fingernails. Anyway, well, that's just life. But yeah, just check out the markings on this, and it's got this kind of traction coating on it. And it's that NC690 steel, I believe that's what it is. And it's a really, I guess, a highly rust-resistant steel, but just a really beautiful knife. And I always love the Coyote tan. That's a really cool color. Very tactical looking. And, okay, so that's those 4. And man, I have 7 here. That's crazy that I've been gifted this many knives. But I'll take these next 3 in order. The next one is this one. And my buddy David gave me this one. He worked where I worked for a little while, and then he went and worked for an oil company. And you can see it says Terra Oilfield Services. And he came in one time and was like, hey, or he had a knife, and I was like, oh, Benchmade mini griptilian. He said, yeah, my boss is a knife enthusiast, and he got a bunch of these made with our company name etched on them. And I was like, oh man, that's really cool. And he said, well, I'll send you one. Why don't, when I get back home, I'll go ahead and send one to you. And at that time, he'd moved out of town. And I was like, whatever, he'll forget. Well, maybe a month later or so, I checked the mail, and here's this Benchmade knife, and really, really beautiful piece. The mini griptilian and the griptilian are iconic, and really are excellent EDC blades. It's got kind of the, kind of the traditional blade to it here and everything. I know they have some with the sheep's foot and the spidey hole and stuff, but this is just the traditional one here. And I could see that I was opening up some Christmas gifts or something with it. It's got a little bit of tape residue on it, but anyway, so this is the mini griptilian that David gave me, and wow, what a gift. Oh, hit the phone there, sorry. It's a very impromptu video, so bear with me. The next one is this, and there's going to be a theme here. These last 3, you guessed it, are Benchmades, so I wanted to keep all these 3 together. This is a bug out that was given to me by a friend named Corey. Thank you so much, Corey. Really love the bug out for its ease of carry in the pocket. And I did a video on this one, and I think I named that one Perfect in the Pocket. And it really is. It's so incredibly thin and so light. But it's an S30V blade. Oh, I forgot to mention the blade steel on this one. This is the 154 CM, which is excellent. I've never had a problem with 154 cm, especially Benchmade's, is really great. So this has the S30V blade, and then just the kind of polymer handles essentially. And I've heard people complain a little bit that they flex a little bit, but you got to think about it this way. What is it? A flexible reed won't break. I can't remember what it was like an old Japanese saying or something like that. But essentially, this flexes and will allow it to be very robust in high torsion situations where you're putting a lot of stress side to side on it. It's it's going to hold up because it does have a little bit of flexibility. Now, of course, this is a knife that's close to that 2-ounce range, and so you're not going to be using this knife for the same stuff you're going to be using this knife for. I mean, obviously, folding knives, and especially lightweight folding knives, are for everyday cutting tasks. But I have used this camping, and I've done some pretty good work with it. But it's got that really high, I think they call it full flat grind, but it's really not. It's a very, very high saber grind, essentially, but it might as well be a full flat grind. But just a really nice blade, super utility. Really nice kind of anodized blue thumb studs there, and of course the access lock, just like all the Benchmades here. But Corey, thank you so much. That's a great knife. I really carry that one a lot. That's one that I carry all the time, and that's simply for the fact that it's just so easy to carry in your pocket. All right, and the last one is here, and I'm going to let you guess this one. Okay, this is not one of the better known Benchmades, but I'll give you another couple seconds. Did you guess it? No? You didn't? Okay. Well, this is the Arcane. All right. And notice there's no thumb studs on here. This is the Arcane. Oh, I locked it. This is the Arcane flipper here. And this has the aluminum scales on it. And this has the S90V blade. And I've never had a blade with the S90V. You can see it there. You can see it there on the blade, S90V. And it's funny, they send you to the website to look up the patents now. They used to put the patents on the blade, and now they're like, just go to our website. But really, really beautiful blade. Nice air goes on the handle. This little cutaway here for your pinky here is really nice. And then right here, it just kind of sets in. This is from a buddy of mine, Manny, and he played a lot of music with me. He's a great drummer, and I was leaving a group that we were playing with, and I was setting up my gear, and he said, "Here you go, man. Why don't you take this?" Basically, he gave it to me as a memento for playing together for so long, and that was really nice of him. And actually, I just got this one yesterday, so this is my latest acquisition, but really cool, almost kind of a spear point. I guess I would call it a drop point of some sort, but you can see it's got that really, it's an unsharpened swedge essentially, but really almost like a dagger point there. But really nice action. Again, you have your axis lock there, and really snappy flipper. And I've never had a flipper with the axis lock, but it really is smooth. And if you back it up like here, it'll pop open on you. So it's a very strong spring. It's not as positive of an opening as my ProTech Godson, but it definitely is the strongest flipper that I've ever used. And it's really nice. And I was noticing this last night. See how it has this little piece here? And what it does is they made it that way so it lines up and has this closed look here. So really nice design. And of course, I mean, honestly, Benchmade makes incredible designs. The mini grip tail and the bug out, the Osborne. They have so many, the Adamas, they have so many incredible designs. But I'd never looked into this one. And I noticed him carrying it a while ago. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful Benchmade. And so that was the same one that he gifted me, so that was very nice of him. But yeah, so that's the Arcane and S90. I'm looking forward to kind of torture testing the S90V, and just seeing how it works. But I'm sure it'll be great. I've heard great things about it. I've just not used it. So anyway, so I don't think I'll be able to line up all of these, but let's see if I can remember the backwards order that I did them in. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to fit all these in here. Just about. But these are all the knives that I've been gifted here, and I'll just slide this one in here on the bottom. Oh, I'll just do this. There we go. So these are all the knives that I've been gifted, and very grateful for them. And I am extremely blessed with generous family and friends, and there's not much more that you can ask for than to have people that think of you enough and consider you when they buy you a gift, and they know who you are, and they know what you like, and they know what your passion is, and that's a powerful thing. I'm trying not to get all misty here, but it's a powerful thing when you have true friends, and a friend does not prove themselves by what they buy you, but a true friend does prove themselves by the way that they show that they care. And I really do feel like I'm a very blessed person, and I never want to take that for granted. And I know that you have people in your life that are the same way, and I would just encourage you to thank them every time, not every time, but every once in a while. You know, take a picture. So let's say somebody gets you a watch or a knife or you know, something for one of your hobbies, and every once in a while when you're using it, just send them a message and say, hey, you know that Benchmade knife that you gave me, I'm using it today, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for your friendship, and I don't think that there could be a higher reward for anyone than to say, hey, I was using what you gave me today, and I was thinking about you, and thank you so much for your friendship. It's a powerful thing when you tell people what a great friend they are, when you tell people what a great spouse they are, what a great parent they are. It's a very powerful thing because, of course, we know it, but when you hear it, it makes all the difference in the world. And I think that really, rather than just showing knives today, just inspiring you to show your gratitude for the people that have really sown into your life, and show gratitude through maybe you get them something next time, maybe it's your turn. But more than anything, use your words to express it, and really tell them how special they are to you. And anyway, kind of a longer video than I thought today, but again, this is knives that I didn't buy, but these are all knives that I'll definitely cherish, and more than anything, I'll cherish the relationships that I have with these people. So anyway, kind of a special video today. I appreciate you guys listening. If you listen to the end, you know, more power to you. I thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next video.